Assalamu alaikum, welcome to Boishakhi News. This is Hassan Rashid from the newsroom today. First, the headlines. No quota for first and second class government jobs. Review body recommends repair submitted to Prime Minister and the Cabinet. BNP asked to form non-partition government for neutral polls. Incumbent government can hold polls in congenial atmosphere, says TIB. Country's bank third attempted 100 cyber attack daily for credit card information, says the IBM repaired. And South China battered by deadly storm typhoon Mangkhut, at least 64 dead and dozens more feared buried in landslide in Philippines. You are watching the headlines. Now moving on to the details. Well, the committee formed to evaluate the quota system has recommended for abolishing the existing quota in the first and second class government jobs. The committee submitted its report on Monday to Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina during the cabinet meeting. If the cabinet gives approval to the recommendation in a cabinet meeting next month, the gazette will be issued, informed Cabinet Secretary M. Shafiul Alam at the Secretariat. According to the recommendations, no quota system will exist from 9 grades to 13th in the primary stage of government job recruitment, he added. Currently, about 56% of government jobs are reserved for candidates from various quotas. The government formed the 7-member committee on July 2nd. BNP Standing Committee member Barrister Maudud Ahmed opined the ruling party is trying to fulfill their political agenda, denying the existence of poll-time government in the constitution. He came up with the view during a discussion in Kabul's National Press Club on Monday. Maudud said the nation wants free and fair polls, and neutral election is impossible without a poll-time supportive government. Besides, the Standing Committee member said the government is worried about the visit of BNP Secretary General to United Nations. However, fair election will be possible under the party government if the election time atmosphere is ensured, commented Transparency International Bangladesh TIB Executive Director Dr. Iftikharuzzaman. However, in the regards, the Election Commission and the political parties need enough sincerity. He came up with the remarks at a press conference on TIB's political party's election manifesto of good governance and its sanctity on Monday. Meanwhile, Iftikharuzzaman told election manifestos of the political parties are mostly nothing but formalities and have seen lacking of implementations there. For this reason, the organizations have advised the political parties who formed government before to publish a report about how many pledges they have implemented in previous elections. Hackers are attempting cyber attacks 40 to 300 times per day in every bank of Bangladesh. According to the information provided by the Bangladesh Institute of Bank Management (BIBM), the main target of the hackers is to steal credit card information. The stolen information is exchanged by Bitcoin. Most of the hackers who are snatching cash from the customer's account are foreigners, while some of them are local hackers. There is no accurate information about whether hackers have ever succeeded or not. However, the officials of Central Bank and other banks claim that they have the maximum protection to prevent cyber attacks, but their experts opine banks do not reveal any information about the cyber attacks to preserve reputation. Democracy International brought together 400 Awami League and BNP leaders to inaugurate Shanti Te Bijoy campaign ahead of the next national election seeking peace centering the polls. The campaign was launched at the Celebrity Hall of Bangabandhu National Convention Centre (BICC) with the slogan "Bangladesh will win it, peace wins." This campaign engages and raises awareness among registered political parties of Bangladesh and candidates in the upcoming national elections in favour of peaceful elections and tolerant politics. Prime Minister's Political Affairs Advisor H.T. Imam, Senior BNP leader Dr. Moin Khan, US Ambassador to Bangladesh Mersha Bernikat, and British High Commissioner to Bangladesh Alison Blake, along with senior political leaders, attended the event. Ziaur Rahman betrayed Bangabandhu by indulging shelter to murderers after the assassination of Bangabandhu Sheikh Mujibur Rahman. Awami League General Secretary Obaidul Qadir came up with this remark while inaugurating a mass signature campaign in Dhaka to bring back Bangabandhu's self-esteemed murderer Nur Chaudhry from Canada. Besides, he also demanded to know why the Indemnity Act was passed to protect the killers. The organization hopes that the Canadian government will pave a way for transferring Nuruddin to Bangladesh by relaxing the law. Dhaka University administration has appealed to the High Court to suspend the Dhaka University's Central Student Parliament Dakshu election for next 6 months. The Reed petitioner Munzil Murshid told reporters that the appeal was submitted to the Attorney General's office at the relevant branch of the Supreme Court on Monday. After setting the Reed petition of 25 students, which submitted to High Court 6 years ago, the court ordered to held Dakshu election on January 17th. Meanwhile, after exchanging with university student organizations on Sunday, Vice-Chancellor Professor Akhtar Zaman said the administration is working to organize Dakshu election in March of next year. Prosecution on Monday ended argument in 21st August grenade attack case. The placing argument ended in presence of Judge Shahid Nuruddin of the Speedy Trial Tribunal 1 held beside Old Central Jail. Later, defense started placing the argument. Meanwhile, lawyers of prosecution appealed to cancel the bail of 8 convicts of the case. Fresh erosion hit Lalmonirha's Kalamati as water level of Thola and Tista increased due to upstream water. Meanwhile, erosion of Podar receded in Shoritpur. Concerned authorities said 3 dredges have been set up on the bank to prevent erosion. On the flip side, condition of Kyaghat is vulnerable, being hit by Modhumati erosion in Bagirhat. The wharf is on the verge of being devoured. Besides, intensity of Podda, Brahmaputra, Tista and Thola erosions have decreased in Madaripur and Kurigram. However, Jamuna is flowing above 6 cm danger level in Jamalpur and Bogora, triggering erosion, and Brahmaputra is flowing above 7 cm danger level in Gaibandha, deleting lowlands. The construction of the rail tracks from Kashiani to Rajbari of Kalukhali in Gopalganj is about to complete. 98% work of 137 kilometers railway has been completed. Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina will inaugurate the project this month, said the concerned people. Besides, Gopalganj residents are excited over the implementation of much-awaited railway connection. Meanwhile, Gopalganj Rajbari rail line will be connected to Podda Bridge Railway. International news. Typhoon Mangkhut battered into southern China on Sunday after lashing the northern Philippines with strong winds and heavy rain that left at least 64 people dead and dozens more buried in a landslide. More than 2.4 million people had been evacuated in southern China's Guangdong province by Sunday evening to flee the massive typhoon, and nearly 50,000 fishing boats were called back to port. The gambling enclave of Macau closed casinos for the first time, and the Hong Kong Observatory warned people to stay away from the Victoria Harbour landmark, where storm surges battered the sandcrab-reinforced waterfront. In the Philippines, 64 miners have been confirmed dead, and at least 29 are missing after landslide hit a mining site in Itogon in Baguio province. Search and rescue missions are continuing, and there are fears that that toll could rise above 100, said Itogon's mayor. Sports. Well, in AFC Women's Championship Thailand 2019 qualifiers, Bangladeshi Tigresses has thrashed Bahrain by 11-0 goals. Bahrain tried to play their best to defend the Tigresses, though. The first match of the qualifier round held at the Kamlapur Football Stadium that ended with a clinical finish by our national under-16 girls. That's all for now. Before ending, the headlines once again. No quota for first and second class government jobs. Review body recommends. Report submitted to Prime Minister at the Cabinet. BNP asked to form non-partition government for neutral polls. Incumbent government can help polls in congenial atmosphere, says TIB. Country's bank third attempted 100th cyber attack daily for credit card information, says BIBM report. And South China battered by deadly storm typhoon Mangkhut, at least 64 dead and dozens more feared. Buried in landslide in Philippines. Our next bulletin will be at 7 p.m. To get more updates, visit www.boishakhi.com. Thanks for staying with us so far. Goodbye for now.